My best friend slept with my fiance, and then came to me with an outrageous request. 2 hours before I walked down the aisle, my best friend Bella came to me and said, I slept with Ransom yesterday. Ransom? My fiance? Yes, we had a wonderful time together. I thought you should know before you marry him. Once I heard what she said, I didn't even think. I just ran out in my wedding dress to confront my fiance and ask him if it was true. But Bella followed behind me and said, oh, don't be so dramatic. We both know I am the better option, so he was going to choose me eventually. I turned around and went to slap her, which is when Ransom appeared and grabbed my hand before pushing me away. Then they held hands and announced that they'd fallen in love and told me I should be happy for them on my wedding day. It felt like my heart was being struck by needles. That's how much it hurt. I walked out and removed both of them from my life that day. While they told everyone that I was the one who got between them, I started to slowly move on. I took the promotion Ransom had told me to turn down and became marketing director. My salary doubled in 6 months, so I bought a downtown condo with exposed brick and floor-to-ceiling windows. Then I started rock climbing, ran a half marathon, and traveled solo to Thailand. Yes, I did all that. I even made friends who actually celebrated my wins. My new friend group threw me a dodged bullet party on what would have been my wedding anniversary. Then 6 months ago, Bella showed up at my office with tears in her eyes, not to apologize, not to make amends, but to ask for my help. She said she wanted me to be her maid of honor. She and Ransom were getting married and she needed my help. You were always the organized one, she said with a straight face. Plus, you still have all those vendor contacts from before. She actually referenced my canceled wedding like it was a shared resource. I didn't know what to laugh at, the audacity or the irony. I need you to coordinate everything. The bachelorette party, the shower, the rehearsal dinner. You know Ransom's family already, so it makes sense. The audacity was breathtaking. I wanted to refuse and throw a stapler at her face, but I played the civilized woman. I simply told her I needed to think about it and hoped she would drop it after a few days, especially since I didn't want to confront them and destroy my own peace. But then she started bombing my phone with venue tours she wanted me to schedule, dress shopping appointments, cake tasting slots. Can you call that photographer you'd booked? Remember that florist you loved? What was that caterer's name? She even sent me a bridesmaid dress link for $400 and told me to buy it ASAP. The worst thing she did was telling people I was already her maid of honor before I'd answered. She actually posted on Instagram about reuniting with my soul sister for my big day. My mom called, confused, asking if I'd really forgiven her. Even Ransom started liking my Instagram posts again. They were both acting like nothing had happened. After 2 weeks of harassment, I was done being polite. I called my friend Sarah, who's an event planner. I need to destroy her publicly but elegantly, I said. Sarah came over with wine and her laptop. We spent 4 hours crafting the perfect response. I reached out to mutual friends Bella had invited and found out she'd told them I begged to be included, that I needed closure to move on. The lies were pathological. Half of them only RSVP'd yes because they thought I was okay with it. Her cousin admitted she thought it was weird but figured I knew best. Ransom's groomsmen were placing bets on whether I'd show up. I documented everything. Sarah helped me plan the perfect confrontation. We picked the location, the timing, the exact words. I even practiced my lines in the mirror. I wasn't going to let emotion ruin this moment. She'd taken enough from me. Once I was ready, I invited Bella for coffee at our old college cafe. She showed up 20 minutes late, already talking about centerpieces. I let her ramble about mason jars and fairy lights for exactly 1 minute. Then I slid my phone across the table. This is my wedding gift to you, I said. It was a public Facebook post I'd just published. PSA, I am not Bella's maid of honor. I am not planning her wedding to my ex-fiance. A woman who sleeps with your fiance 2 weeks before your wedding doesn't get to demand you plan hers. Her face went white. What is that? Did you post that? Take it down right now, she yelled. Everyone can see it. That's the point, I said. Your mom already shared it, by the way. She started sobbing, saying I was bitter, jealous, trying to ruin her happiness. No, Bella, I'm protecting my peace. You took my fiance, my wedding, my deposits, my dignity. You don't get to take my time and energy too. You made your bed. Now lie in it with my ex, who will definitely cheat on you again. I stood up, left cash for my coffee, and walked out.